My name is Steve Stevens, the best sports consultant money can buy. I make more money betting sports than anybody in the world. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie, I'm the Bookie Killer.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. The game that I pick, believe me, it's a winner. What I know could get you rich, cause all I pick is winners. Welcome to Las Vegas. Money talks, money talks. Welcome to Las Vegas.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're tuned into the VIP Sports Podcast. I'm Darren Otero, a.k.a. Steve Stevens, the Bookie Killer, sitting here with my co-host, the Big Skipper. They call him the chiropractor because he's known to straighten people out. Good morning, Skip.
What's up, brother? It's getting more and more dangerous to get my coffee in the morning, bro.
What do you mean?
Another blowout at 7-Eleven today.
You mean in the bathroom or on the way to the store?
No.
Because I know once you get the coffee, you're about to blow out.
Blowout in the parking lot. Didn't involve me, though. I got to tell you. It's a danger zone out there at these 7-Elevens. It's a danger zone in the world in general, Steve, but I got to tell you.
Well, over here in Chinatown, it's a pretty rough 7-Eleven over there.
Just getting my cup of coffee every morning has been an absolute, you never know what you're going to encounter.
A couple base heads out in the front, maybe a rock dealer, maybe somebody sleeping in the front, maybe somebody looking to rob somebody.
It's getting more and more fucking dangerous just to get a cup of coffee in the morning. The guy's yelling at his girlfriend. He's chasing her up the fucking sidewalk. Bitch, I'm not going to chase you all day. Give me my fucking hat. How about give me my fucking hat?
Oh, my God.
I gotta go to Big Lots. Give me my fucking hat, bitch. I'm like,
This is what you're dealing with this morning on the way to work?
Just to get a cup of coffee, bro.
Shout out to Chinatown and keeping everything safe over here for all our employees at VIP Sports. You know
Only one it was his hat, dude. He had to go to Big Lots.
My God.
Unbelievable.
Anyway, it's a gorgeous day out here in Las Vegas, ladies and gentlemen, November 8th, 2018. As you know, the VIP Sports Podcast is coming live and direct from our state-of-the-art studio, sponsored by our boys over there at BetQL. Our boys, BetQL. Shout out to BetQL. Like I said, podcast number 191, Skip. Every Thursday, our podcast is brought to you by our boys, BetQL, Paperhead.com, BetOnline.ag, and MyBookie.ag. Something we haven't done in a while that I would like to address in the beginning of the show. First of all, if you're just tuned into the VIP Sports Podcast, our show is the #1 sports betting show, not only on YouTube, but everywhere else. Our show is a spin-off of my show Money Talks on CNBC. Takes you into my life of a guy that bets big and lives larger. A lot of people talk about this and talk about that, but we can show you better than we can tell you. Our job is to teach amateur sports bettors the lingo of sports betting, what sports betting means, the legalization of it, and bottom line, how you can make money doing it. There's more money to be made in sports betting than any other investment in the fucking world. I don't know anybody that couldn't use a second income, so if you can, which I know you can, you should be listening to this show. We'll show you how to get that fucking scratch, that Skrilla, that provolone. What's your favorite cheese?
Mine would have to be mozzarella.
The mozzarella. Yeah. Forget about it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we haven't supported, or I wouldn't just want to say haven't supported, we haven't given a shout out in support of the troops in a while.
Correct.
I'd like to give a shout out to all militaries out there, all the troops that support and stand up for us and enlist into the military and be able to keep guys like myself and you safe, able to come to a job where we work 6 hours a day and make 7 figures and this, that, and the other.
4 hours a day.
4 hours a day. So, in your case, you know what I mean? I got to put in a little bit more hours. But, Skip, you wanted to give a shout-out to our military people as well, huh?
Yeah, happy Veterans Day. It's Veterans Day this Sunday, Steve. That
is correct.
And as you know, I do come from a family heavily military. My father was a Marine in Vietnam. Rest his soul. My grandfather was a Marine. Rest his soul. My cousin's, my wife's cousin, Lance Vaccaro. Rest his soul. Navy SEAL.
Shout out to all veterans, huh? Because I'm sure there's a lot of people that have family. Yeah.
But it's really personal to me. My brother's an airborne ranger.
Correct.
You know, it is what it is. My father-in-law was in the Army in Vietnam. It's personal to me. I have a lot of family members that were in the military, retired military, and it's personal to me. And that being said, shout out to my boy Johnny Bow over there in Virginia. 21 years in the Marine Corps, over there training dogs now, bomb dogs. I just want to give everyone, and Steve wants to give all the military a tremendous shout out and a thank you for everything you do, and happy Veterans Day this Sunday, guys.
And Skip,
girls.
You know, one thing when you say that you take it personal, you know, a lot of people don't know, you know, about what you do, and You've actually opened my eyes up to it. And what you do is you actually help the homeless veterans.
I don't like to talk about it.
All right, well, I'm going to talk about it because, you know, I've watched a couple specials that actually brought tears to my eyes. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know this by now and you live in the United States of America and it doesn't bother you, or if you're in a position not to care, I'm going to make you care because there's hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of homeless veterans.
Too many.
People that enlist in the military so you don't have to. People that join the military to keep people like us safe. Guys that go on the front line. Guys that go out there and get the job done. Whether it's a sniper all the way down to somebody bringing food out to the spots. Bottom fucking line is the country doesn't support veterans the way they've supported us. In other words, these people go to war, they support the country for 4 years, they keep us safe, and then when they get out of the military, the country doesn't support them. Whether something happened with the family while they were gone, or a tragic accident happened during the military, seeing somebody get killed right in front of them, some shit with post-traumatic stress, whatever they had to endure. It just makes me sick to my fucking stomach that the United States of America doesn't back up our veterans the way they should. There's not a reason in the fucking world there should be a fucking veteran homeless. They should have a fucking program. If you do 4 years or more, you get a certain benefit for the rest of your fucking life. Not to be a drunk, because I'm sure there's people that'll say, well, I've seen a couple veterans out on the street drunk and this, that, and the other. However, there's a reason why they're drunk and in that position. Wouldn't you agree? Absolutely. Shout out to Five Finger Death Punch, a Las Vegas fucking group that does nothing but support homeless veterans.
Amen. Listen, there's a lot of us out there that do support our veterans, Steve. There's definitely much room for improvement.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys don't really understand the severity of it, or you don't care, well, these are the people that enlist in the military to make it to where you don't have to care. These are the guys that got your six, guys that go over there and fight for us so you don't have to. So the least we can do is try to fight for them when they get home the way they fought for fucking us. There's plenty of fucking money to go around. Figure it the fuck out, Donald Trump. Since you're helping everything out, figure that the fuck out.
He's great for the military.
I know he does. Okay, great. So come up with some type of a pension or this, that, and the other. They cut our taxes. They do this. They do that to pave a fucking road. You should be able to figure out a bed for a fucking homeless vet.
Amen. Well said, Steve Stevens. Once again, happy Veterans Day this Sunday to all our troops and all the former and present military members.
I love it. Anyway, like I said, November 8th, 2018, podcast number 191. Ladies and gentlemen, advertising opportunity. If you're watching or listening to the podcast, you own a small business, you work at a company interested in getting involved in the booming sports business, get with us at advertising at VIPSportsLasVegas.com. We'll get back with you with all the details, how you can become a sponsor of our show. Remember, this industry is doing nothing but growing, just like a marijuana plant. You just put a little bit of water on it, grows and grows more every fucking day. Shout out to the legalization of sports betting. Well, we're on 5 states, about to go on 30 here very, very soon.
Now that the midterm election is over, there was a lot of voting going on with referendums having to do with sports betting, my friend, and every one of them, as far as I know, passed, and every one of them was a positive.
When those quarterly numbers came back,
yeah, money.
Hello, money. You can't fucking fight the feeling. Legalize marijuana, let people bet sports, and every state is just fucking floating in money.
You can't fight the feeling, my friend.
Drop taxes down to a 20% flat. Let marijuana become legal. Tax them, not us.
And let everybody fire.
Let sports betting become legal.
And let everybody fire on games, yeah.
And let us be high as fuck betting games like there's no tomorrow.
Well, you might as well throw in a legalized hooker in there.
I love that. That's already happened where we're from. You know what I mean? Shit, I'm from Vegas. I already thought that was legal.
Speaking of that, we'll mention that in just a second.
You want to get a hold of us? 877-220-6540. We got a great show for you today, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to do the VIP 5 college hoops. We're going to go over a little NHL and NBA against the spread, NFL against the spread, college football against the spread, and we're going to talk about a little NFL 10 preview. I'm also going to do a little APB public service announcement about a couple comments that we received about a couple golden nuggets that we give out on the podcast. We'll talk that in a little bit.
Fair enough.
877-220-6540. If you're looking for a free pick, go to our website, VIPSportsLasVegas.com. We have packages for all size, shapes of sports bettor. Whether you're crawling or balling, we can help you get that fucking money, bottom line.
And if you are crawling, give us a call and you'll be balling.
That is a fact. Like I said, hashtag cover the spread, get some head. That's what we say out here. If you're watching the podcast on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to our channel. When you click the subscribe button, make sure you also click on that little bell. That way you get notifications of all videos that we do. We always appreciate all your thumbs up, all your comments. Master Closer 101 Rolls Royce videos will be released starting this week. With help of our partners at the Republic Network, you can now listen to the VIP Sports Las Vegas podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Pocket Cast, and all other major podcast platforms. Or simply, just tell Alexa, play the VIP Sports podcast, and she'll start spitting that shit for you. Because like I said, you want to make money? If you love money, you're definitely going to love us. Like I said, we have new episodes every Thursday night. Of course, unless Skip has a previous engagement, because it seems like every podcast that's been on Friday was due to you, the
What are you
superstar, having
talking
to
about?
reschedule for a Friday.
The only time I've rescheduled in the last year was for my birthday.
Okay.
And Halloween week, which I came in, I didn't even reschedule. I came in hungover as fuck
And you killed it, yeah.
last week. Yeah.
Congratulations. Well, there's a couple that we've had to do on a couple different days.
All right. Well,
But,
throw someone else under the bus.
Throw you? Who am I throwing you under the
It's
bus?
a little too early in the
You're
podcast.
your own boss. Who am I throwing you under the
It's
bus?
a little too early in the
Hey.
podcast to be rolling me under
What bus am
rolling
I-
me under the tires.
If you own the bus, what am I going to throw you under your own bus?
Well, I don't know what you're trying to do.
I was trying to say, if these podcasts don't get to our fans on Thursday,
Look at you. You can't even keep
9 out of 10 times
can't
it's
even-
going to be from you.
You can't even keep a straight face.
Because I don't care. You're my boy. I'll come every fucking Saturday if that's what we got to do, as long as we come strong and as long as we come with those winners. Doesn't matter if we got a pissing contest. As long as we got the information and it pays, that's all that matters.
That's all that
people wanna
matters.
hear.
Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. We're at VIP Sports LV. You can direct message us there if you'd like, or the easiest way to get a hold of us, just give us a call and we'll chat. 877-220-6540. You want to get into the 5 quick topics, or do you want to talk about some of those comments last week?
First of all, we have to iterate a lot of people frauding us and acting like they're us through text message and email.
Correct.
If you want to make sure that it's VIP Sports, Donald Anderson in the house. I see him out there. Big D, what's up, homie?
Big D in the house.
Superstar in the house. You looking for a $50,000 bet, obviously, huh? Ex-NFL player. No big deal, guys. When you keep pro athletes in the office,
Yeah.
I mean,
I tell my clients all the
how many
time.
people in our business just have pro athletes?
Nobody in this industry has more money behind them or more contacts in the sports world than my man Steve Stevens. That's just a fact. I've told you this over and over and over and over again. It's just a fact. No sports betting office in the country has more celebrities and more athletes, present athletes, current athletes, and retired athletes
In the office.
just strolling through the office
On a daily basis.
on a daily, weekly basis than my man Steve Stevens.
Anyway, like Skip said, we might as well talk about the comment. Ladies and gentlemen, there were a couple comments made last week. Before the end of the show, I told you guys these are the trends to the under. They're 5-0 last week. I gave you the 5 teams, told you the trend. Couple people were like, Steve cost me a bunch of money. Steve went 0-4. No, Steve didn't do a fucking thing. First of all, the VIP Sports Podcast is all about sports betting. So it's our job to do a show to tell you about stats, trends, teams that are covering against the spread, trends that get you fucking money week in and week out. So I was a little concerned with those couple guys on there. First of all, do you think that I can own a sports consultant business and sell picks if I gave them out for free on my podcast?
No.
First of all, if you want to know who I'm playing with my money instead of looking for free shit on my podcast, all you got to do is call me, spend a couple dollars, and I'm telling you who I'm playing. Rather than listen to the podcast of the stats and the trends, which, by the way, you obviously aren't a follower of our show the entire year, because even a guy like yourself looking for free shit, if you played the trends and the stats that Skip and I have given you this entire year,
You've
you're
cleaned
still
up.
hitting
Yeah.
70+%. So I just got 3 words, very professional: eat a dick. And to all the other people out there, which are 99% of the people that have our back, and Skip, you wanted to weigh in. The real guys know what's up.
Listen, it's real simple. I mean, you put it very well. I only have a little bit to add to that. Anyone that is a real sports bettor or a real gambler
We're doing a sports show.
understands a couple of things, okay? First of all, nobody walks on water Nobody has the cure for cancer. Nobody's going to be able to make your dick bigger just because you listen to the podcast.
Actually, I'll make them money. They can get a cock extension.
All right, there you go.
I can make you the money to make that dick a little bigger if that's what you
Here's
need.
the bottom line. Nobody's 100%, okay? What we do on this podcast, we lose games, man. Everybody loses games.
And if you don't, we're selling,
and if you
that's
don't,
my point.
I understand that. If you don't understand that, then you're just not a sports bettor.
A real sports bettor.
And you're not a gambler, and you don't understand. Okay? Well, we got people that sit on their computers in their underwear in the basement or at their college frat, while they're having a party playing beer pong.
That's who the comments were made by. Or our competition.
Yeah, we have exactly. We got competition, other services out there that are in the business.
They're watching us, but we ain't watching you.
They type in stupid ass comments like that. Anyone that types in a comment like, "Oh, you lost a game," or "Hey, you gave me a trend on 5 college totals last weekend at the end of the podcast."
Those are trends, stats.
And I bet my ass on those games and lost $3,000.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah. That's silly.
Yeah. Call my company, spend some money, and I'll tell you how to make fucking a bunch of fucking money. And in the meantime, we'll still keep giving out free nuggets. We won't let a couple bad seeds ruin the farm. You know what I mean?
What we do is we give out teams that are hot against the spread, teams that are cold against the spread, teams that are trending to the overs, teams that are trending to the unders.
We specifically tell you all the time to call us.
It's basic sports betting knowledge, and we just highlight some of the trends for you so you don't have to go out and do the research on your own and do the homework. We save you a lot of time and a lot of effort. And
even if you had the time, you couldn't get the connections I got.
I'm talking about just the trends that we give out on the show.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, correct.
But if you're taking that information and you're going out, and if you followed this podcast month after month after month, and you do bet those trends that we go over with you every week, fuck, you've made a fortune. And anybody that's a longtime listener knows that.
That's a fact.
So when we give you 1 week at the end of the podcast, he reminds you, hey, there's 5 trends to the over in college football.
And then you blame me like you spent $2,500 and lost?
And then
you're out your fucking mind.
And then you go and bet those 5 trends. And
blame us for it.
One of those teams was on a bye week, and the other 4 lost. Okay, big deal. But the 3 weeks before that, they were 75% winners.
Well, no,
and not only that, everything we said in the NFL last week came in, and the Alabama and the under came in. Oh, I mean, there's no reason.
The games that we play that you pay for, well, they make a lot of money.
There's no reason to go on there and type in a fucking a comment about 2 or 3 games that lost out of 15.
Let's sum it up. Spend some money.
Yeah, we're spending too much time on that.
Yeah, spend some money.
We're giving these wanksters way too much.
No, but you know what?
Those 3 or 4
Our
idiots.
real fans deserve to know.
Those 3 or 4 idiots that put comments in that talk out their ass.
They're other services.
They're not sports bettors.
No.
They got no money.
Correct.
Okay?
Right.
And they've never signed up for the service, so they don't even know how good we are because they're too cheap to call in and invest $200.
Correct.
They're just sitting there in their underwear at college typing in bullshit, or they're they're another service.
That's my point. And it's no different than the guy on Instagram. So-and-so is hot as a pistol.
Right.
Our fans of the show know what you guys are doing. They know that you're a troll. And do me a favor, go sit under a fucking bridge. And to the other 99% of people that love us and know what's up, a lot of people had our back, dude. They were talking shit to them.
Well, that's because they're common sense, knowledgeable people that actually bet and understand you're not going to win every game. And we're giving this way too much time.
We got a great sports show for you today. The VIP Sports Podcast is all about making money. We got 5 quick topics brought to you by our boys over there at BetQL. Do you want to get an edge in today's billion-dollar sports betting industry? BetQL gives you powerful data at your fingertips, and it's the only mobile app that puts all the important research you need in one place. With BetQL, you can easily access line movements, public betting trends, historical matchup data, and other key information all in real time. Calculate returns on picks and track them throughout the day using BetQL's cutting-edge technology. And best of all, you can download BetQL for free using your Apple or Android device today. Head to BetQL.co to download the only app you need this football season. That's BetQL.co. Made by the creators of RotoQL, the leading daily fantasy lineup optimizer, trusted by DFS players around the world. Let's do a little recap of last week for the little stalker dickhead out there. That's funny because you know what? He said my totals weren't any good that, first of all, we're given for free. Second of all, if you want my games, call and pay for them. However, he failed to mention about Alabama, the under, the 5-0 we gave in NFL. You want to go over that? Skip, let's talk about the number 1 recap here.
To be honest with you, I don't want to go over it. However, I will because we're just beating a dead horse. The bottom line is we got something going on this fucking weekend that you might want to know about. If you want to judge Steve Stevens and the Big Skipper, you're going to have to call this weekend, because when I tell you what the promo is, get fucking ready, my friend.
You know what?
Get your bankroll ready and get fucking ready.
Listen.
Yeah, we said Alabama was 9-3 against the spread in their last 12 games on the road versus winning teams. We said that. And, Steve, you even said, all I know is roll tide, roll, baby. All I know. In the biggest game of the week last weekend, as far as from a viewer's standpoint, Alabama against LSU, number 1 against number 3 or number 4.
Well,
Steve said roll tide, roll. Guess what the result was? The biggest college football game of the week for viewership. Alabama won easy.
Hold on. And the lowest
boring-ass game.
And the
blowout
lowest
winner.
points per game they've ever had, and we had a big play on the under. Wow.
Alabama shut down LSU 29-0. It was an embarrassment. It basically just...
It was the lowest scoring game Alabama's had for total points all year long.
You want to talk about, and we fucking told them that last week if
No
you
shit.
listened. Yeah. Even though Alabama's averaging 54 points a game, it won't happen this week against LSU's defense.
Well...
that game, listen, it's just another statement. Talk about a statement game. Alabama 29-0. Are you kidding me? This is an NFL team playing with fucking college boys. I mean, it really is. I mean, they play nobody all year long, and then when they finally did play someone, they just smacked the fuck out of LSU. We told everybody the total was going to go under. We told them 6 of Alabama's last 8 games versus LSU were unders. That series has been an under 6 out of the last 8 years. We told them that the under in 5 of Alabama's last 6 games on the road in the month of November have been unders. And sure enough, 29-0, Alabama covered and the under.
So once again...
That was a golden nugget we gave you last week.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you add even though we're giving these nuggets out for free, our free shit that we tell them is still based off knowledge that these fucking people can't even get. I mean, we give them stats that they like when we talk about referee matchup, player-referee matchup, this, that, and the other, they don't even know what the fuck.
Pitcher, umpire rotations,
they
and
don't
shit
know
like
shit
that.
About that. Yeah. So, but my point is, ladies and gentlemen, there was 2 winners right there in college. Let's go to number 2. Some of our fans weighed in about what we should do on the 200th episode. Guys, we're only 8-9 weeks away. You need to come up with a couple more ideas. I heard a rooftop bar in Vegas or Cabo. Me and Skip do that every week, so that's no big deal.
That was Shrek that put that in there. The guy
Floyd Strip Club.
The guy that's afraid to make an investment, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Come on, Shrek. Step it up, bro.
Yeah. Floyd's, and shout out, to the stalkers in PA that just won't quit calling us nonstop. I think it's the Ghost and his boys out there. Find something else to do, dude. We don't want to come meet you. No, you can't pay me $2,500 to have a meeting. I don't need to have a fucking meeting. You need me. I don't need you. Some of the fans weighed in on what to do. Floyd's Strip Club. Somebody said Veronica jumping out of a cake with her tits swinging left to right. I don't think her husband would like that.
I don't think her husband's going to like that.
So that's not going to happen for sure. Maybe a year ago when she was single. Not now for sure.
No, definitely not a year ago.
So guys, give us more ideas on what to do on Podcast 100. You want to see me make a $50,000 bet? You want to see, just come up with something a little bit more exciting. You want to see me and Skip do a podcast from fucking Disneyland? Come up with something creative. You know what I mean?
Disneyland, hanging out with Mickey Mouse and
I don't
Goofy.
give a fuck. Listen, a lot of these guys in our business are Mickey Mouse ass motherfuckers. So
Goofy.
Sounds like it'd be a perfect and Goofy's.
Goofy.
Yeah, you know,
And
9 out of 10 people in our industry are Mickey Mouse and Goofy.
Sleepy and Dopey.
Yeah, they got to at least know that one motherfucker's an OG.
How about college basketball? Duke freshman. Last year's high school player of the year.
R.J. Barrett?
Just absolutely
stud.
going nuts. Scored 33 points in that game against Kentucky. 6'8", 290-pound, absolute freak of nature. Zion Williamson added another 28 in their first college basketball games. Are you kidding me?
Well, Calipari turned into calamari. He looked dumb. He didn't even know what the fuck. He was like this the whole game.
Calipari turned into calamari.
Yeah.
And got eaten with a little red sauce.
Yes, little marinara. Yes, he did.
Wow. 33 points for Barrett, 28 for Williamson in their first games.
Skip, did you think Duke, to be honest, did you think Duke was going to come out there and pound the way they did?
I actually did, yes, I did.
By 30 points?
I couldn't believe Kentucky was favored in that
Well,
game.
yeah,
I didn't know they were going to win by 30. I don't think anybody knew that.
No.
But the fact that Kentucky was a -2 favorite in that game, I just couldn't fucking believe it.
You forget in high school, R.J. Barrett was the player of the year.
I really thought the fucking odds makers were really just absolute. I thought it was the biggest trap in the world to start the college basketball season. I just couldn't. I actually
line wasn't high enough.
I had Duke favored by 7 or 8 in that game. I couldn't fucking believe they were +2.
What do you think the line should have been? Duke -6?
I just told you. Duke -7, maybe 8. I mean, 6 at the worst. There's no way they should have been +2. But anyway, number 4 Duke over number 2 Kentucky. I think those rankings have changed.
Well, 118 to 84 on Tuesday night.
Absolute blowout
In
winner.
the season opening, that's what we label around here as an ABW, which is an absolute blowout winner. By the way, look for our new merchandising. We got the ABW hats. You got absolute blowout winners and losers. Which one are you? Make sure you cop a new shirt.
College basketball opened up this past Tuesday night. It's in full effect.
Yes, it is.
There's 250 games this week in college basketball. This Friday night, 35 college basketball games this Friday night. Not 85, but 35 college basketball games this Friday night alone, Steve.
Ladies and gentlemen, right now is extravaganza month. In other words, you got NFL, you got college football. We're moving into playoffs in NFL. Guys, you know college football's 2 weeks away from being fucking over? You guys are just getting involved. It's 2 weeks from being over. Do you guys know that there's only, after tonight, 5 Monday night footballs left?
Yeah.
I mean, the shit is fucking over. However, there's so much to choose from. It's like going to Floyd's strip club. You got every single fucking race and national, whatever you like is there. Same thing here. There's so much to choose from. It's the only time where everything is playing except baseball.
Yeah, I've been telling my clients for fucking 2 weeks now. November is the most profitable month of the entire year.
Come get this college money, guys. It's completely different than NBA.
It's like a sports potpourri. College basketball every night, NBA every night, hockey every night, college and pro football 5-6 days a week. If you're not getting in on this right now, what the fuck are you waiting for?
College basketball is actually like a breath of fresh air.
What are you waiting for?
No fucking fourth quarter fake bullshit.
I could use some fresh air in here with that fucking blunt you got going.
Boy, I'm smoking. You know, I just got a new batch
Christ.
of the Steve Stevens Master Closer Kush. It's a hybrid. It's a mix between Wi-Fi and Kush Mountain.
Wi-Fi?
Yeah. So when you guys get this shit, stop by the office. Shout out to Steven and a couple of my clients that came by and got some.
Where do they come up with the name of this fucking shit?
Well, speaking of Vegas and me born and raised in my own blend, what did we talk about in Nevada's election? I got a good story. What about Dennis Hoff? The fucking guy is dead, and he's such a legend, he won the fucking election. You want to talk about it a little bit?
Voters in Nevada elected Dennis Hoff into the state assembly only 3 weeks after the famous brothel owner died at his famous Love Ranch in Crystal, Nevada, over the hump in Pahrump. Dennis Hoff was still on the ballot as a Republican candidate, Steve, for the Nevada state legislature, and he beat out Democrat opponent Lisa Romanoff in a landslide.
You know his nickname in the campaign, right?
Yeah, Trump from Pahrump.
Trump from Pahrump.
You okay, bro? Come back.
Have you been smoking? No, officer, I haven't.
We're putting out an APB for Steve Stevens. Come back, Steve.
Go ahead.
The Trump from Pahrump, as he nicknamed himself, is where he lived over the hill here from Vegas, up over the mountain in Pahrump, where the brothels and hookers are legal. He got over 60% of the vote.
Yes, he did.
In a very heavily Republican district, even though the state is heavily Democrat.
Yeah, he was favored to win. No, he was actually the vote in heavily Republican district where he was favored to win.
Yeah, I know that. I said the state is heavily Democrat. Yes. However, Pahrump over there, where the hookers are legal, is heavily Republican.
Well, because
it's a very rural area, you might say.
Well, it says something about the rural area. The fucking dead man won the election. The seat is still considered vacant and will be filled by the county commissioners who will select a fellow Republican who resides in the district to serve Dennis's 2-year term.
What an amazing...
Hey, hold on. Lisa, what's her name?
What an amazing...
What's her name?
Romanoff.
Lisa, or hold on. Licia. Shame on you.
Lisa, I don't know.
Sweetie, you had 3 weeks of the guy being dead. You couldn't promote, at least come out with a commercial saying, during my election, there's only one of us left. Vote for me during the election and maybe show like his funeral or something. I mean, you didn't have no promotion for that?
Who knows?
How the fuck can you not win that? It's you against a dead guy. Shame on you, sweetie.
Yeah.
Fuck, you could have went and been...
A dead pimp wins the election, my friend.
Oh, my God. Goes to show Nevada. I love it.
Let's talk about new college football top 4, Steve.
No, actually, I don't want to talk about shit. What I want to do is I'm releasing my biggest play of college football this year.
Right.
What I want you to do, because you run the ads, you already know what I'm willing to do for you. But here's what I want to change different. I want you to put a guarantee or a warranty on a fucking game. We've never done that throughout a podcast. So here's the deal. If you guys, I don't care if you've done business with me before, out of our 10,500 subscribers, if 10,000 of you do not call, something is fucking wrong.
Yeah.
I am going to do something today that I've never done, and you're guaranteed to make fucking money. So what I'm going to do is have Skip run a promotion. I'm releasing my biggest play of the year financially. In other words, I'm betting more money on this game this weekend in college football than I've ever made all year long.
I told you to get excited. It's the college football game of the year. The college football game of the year.
Hey, why I count money, like I said, for those guys that weren't looking for golden nuggets, that actually paid last week or didn't run from us or call in and acted like they want to do something or called just to play games with us on the phone. Mm-hmm. The guys that actually signed up made a lot of fucking money last
Unless
week.
your name is David Gott, you can call in.
You made a lot of fucking money last week. So what we're going to do is
How about that?
Skip's going to run a promotion that I want everyone to fucking call.
Except for
I've
David.
never asked you to do, except for David Gott, okay? Like I said, all you want to do is pay to meet me and suck my cock. That's the weirdest shit I've ever seen in my life, dude. For real. So can I just meet with you, Steve? Can I hold your balls for $2,500? Buddy, you're a successful attorney, dude.
Dave, are you still at this shit?
Hold on, Skip. I've never asked you guys to do this before.
Love you, David.
I want to prove a fucking point to you that nobody's better than me. I'm going to count some money. Paparazzi, you can, go back and forth and me counting that shit. Skip, run that fucking promotion and put a guarantee or a warranty on it. Just one game, though.
This is it. This is the weekend you've been waiting for. This is exactly what you've been waiting for. You've been watching the podcast for 3.5 years. You've been saying to myself, I got to call in and talk to those guys. I got to sign up. I got to get on board. Why am I not making money with these guys? This is it. This is the time. You've thought about it. You've contemplated it. You've thought about it some more. You contemplated some more. Now's the time. Single largest wager of the entire college football season goes this Saturday. It's the Steve Stevens VIP Sports College Football Game of the Year. The largest wager in the college football season goes this Saturday. And to gear up for that game, there's a Mountain West Conference football game this Friday Night Lights, between Boise State and Fresno State. Two top teams in the Mountain West Conference, a conference we know a whole lot about. It just so happens to be the same conference that UNLV plays in right here in our backyard. I'm going to throw that game in, the winner of the Fresno State-Boise State game Friday night, to pad your bankroll so you got some extra cheddar, some extra cheese, some extra dollar bills to fire at this college football game of the year. So you're going to get the Friday Night Lights, the winner between Fresno State and Boise State in college football. You're going to pad your bankroll with that winner. You're going to pound Saturday's college football game of the year. The VIP Sports, the Steve Stevens College Football Game of the Year, people. The biggest bet of the season. And then Sunday, there's a dog that's going to be barking in the NFL real loud. Ho, ho, ho. You're going to get Sunday's dog of the week in the NFL. 3 games, all 3 games, $200. You must call this Friday between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Pacific time. 877-220-6540. $200 for Friday night's Mountain West Conference game between Fresno and Boise. Saturday's college football, biggest bet of the year, the game of the year in college football, and Sunday's dog of the week. And I'm going to take it one step further.
No, I'm going to take it one step further.
You want a warranty on the game?
And I'm going to motherfucking guarantee it, motherfucker.
The game wins on Saturday.
We put our money where our mouth is.
The game wins on Saturday, the game of the year. Or you'll get the rest of the regular college football season absolutely free. You won't have to pay us another penny for the rest of the college football regular season.
So you get to call VIP Sports, spend $200, guaranteed win the game, or get the rest of college football for free?
The rest of the regular college football season for free. That's correct. 3-0. You're going 3-0 this weekend. Mountain West Conference winner, Boise State, Fresno State, the college football game of the year, which he's guaranteeing you'll cash that ticket, or you'll get the rest of the regular college football season absolutely fucking free. We won't charge you a fucking penny for the rest of the regular college football season. You understand? Give us a call, and we're going to pound that dog of the week on Sunday for a little icing on the cake, a little cherry on top. It's going to be a huge fucking weekend. 877-220-6540. Make my fucking phone ring. Blow up these phone lines. I want to see the phone lines smoking, Steve. I want to see everybody get paid. I want every bookie in the country begging for fucking mercy. Give me a call.
And like, Skip, you hit it right on the head. Guys, it's you and I against the bookie. I ain't talking about this book with all the money in it. You and I against the bookie, not you and I against each other. You know what I mean? Men lie, women lie, guys get on Instagram and pay to advertise. We're all organic. We're all natural. We don't pay anybody. We don't pay to be under anybody else's videos. We're the real deal. Last time I checked, Skip, in order for someone to imitate success, someone has to be successful.
You're not lying about that.
So I can't be mad at other people, but he is I and I am him. We're going to take a quick break. Did I say we're going to take a quick break?
Well, you got to.
Maybe I'll smoke a little bit more.
Well, you got to bake.
I'm going to take a quick break, but we're also going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we'll actually tell you how to make this and who to bet on. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
You do like making money, correct? I'm Steve Stevens. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie. I'm the Bookie Killer. Whether you're here in town on business or to flat out gamble, don't forget, sports betting is a multi-billion-dollar industry and you deserve your fair share. Call 877-220-6540 or go to VIPSportsLasVegas.com, mention this ad, and get a $500 personal play absolutely free. See you in the winner's circle. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're tuned into the VIP Sports Podcast. I'm Steve Stevens, a.k.a. the Bookie Killer, sitting here with my co-host, the Big Skipper. They call him the chiropractor. He's known to straighten you out in all different angles of your life. He'll give you tips on sex. He'll show you how to make money, straighten out your bankroll a little bit, straighten out your attitude if he's on 6 crowns. If you want to scrap, he'll be your Huckleberry. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, before the break, we went over a couple things. We discussed with our feelings of you guys how much we care about making you money against the spread. We let people know this is the #1 sports podcast in the game. There's more money to be made listening to this podcast than any other podcast in the business. We only give you guys about 8 or 9 treats every fucking week, and they come in 70+%. I am the #1 sports consultant in the business, in the world. I deal with the biggest clients in the world. I have the biggest phone sales office in the world, and we write more business than anybody in the game. Shout out to you guys on Instagram and YouTube that are trying to do videos, and shout out to my boy Brock Page and all you guys. Do me a favor, if you want to be like me, actually put a real client on like one of your videos, maybe open up a package with some money, maybe show a picture of your sales office. Oh, you guys don't have one, my bad. Anyway, we got a couple different things going in the second half, Skip. After all, you guys are here to make money. So we're going to go over a couple things on the NBA on how you can get fucking paid.
The NBA Quick segment is brought to you by Paperhead.com. If you've missed out on all the winnings from the first half of the football season, first of all, shame on you. The good news is that it's not too late. It's not over yet. And there's still billions and billions of dollars out there for all of us to share. You follow what I'm saying?
Yep.
So if you're ready to get into the game, let me hook you up with my friends over there at Paperhead.com. Get access to the best player management software in the industry with the know-how you need to hit the ground running from now all the way through the Super Bowl. And today, we've got some pretty good news for you. You ready for this?
Yep.
Paperhead is extending their offer, Steve. They're extending their offer of $3 per head for their Prime Package Plus, 1 month of free access to True Live Wagering. That's 1 month of free access to True Live Wagering, which is an exclusive offer to the fans of the VIP Sports Las Vegas podcast only, period. I've been working together with paperhead.com for a long time now, and they're the best in the business. I love their product, Steve. And it's time for the other people out there to go experience sports betting. As you know, be an owner, be a mogul. Give them a call, 888-978-0288. They'll hook you up with a free demo. Free demo, 888-978-0288. Don't forget to tell them Steve Stevens and the Big Skipper sent you over there, okay? Fair enough?
Listen, the average over-under in the NBA in the last 10 games last night was 220 points.
They're scoring like crazy.
We talked about it, highest since 1976. Well, here's why. Commissioner Adam Silver said last week he believes the league's new rules that have led to more offense are going well. So it sounds like this shit was all planned, like you and I said to start.
It sure was. Yeah, we talked about it a couple weeks ago.
You and I said this is exactly what they told them to do.
They changed a few rules, and it's going to lead to a lot more scoring.
Fans want to see this.
We mentioned it before the season.
Fans want to see that. Yeah. Sure enough.
We mentioned it before the season started, and sure enough, it's happening.
Yeah, he said we had a call with our competition committee last week.
I'm sure they did.
Which is made up of coaches, GMs, owners, players, and officials. Silver said, and the consensus or the strong feeling from the group was that the rule changes that were happening were intended. Yeah, well, no shit.
Figure.
It's all about money, guys. It's all about entertainment.
So they're admitting that they wrote the script for more scoring.
That's just one step away from WWE. Here's the bottom line, though. NBA isn't half as bad as NFL. NFL fourth quarter, there's literally shit that happens, and there's nothing anybody can fucking say. Yeah. And once again last week, it was crazy, and I don't even want to. What's our word for it?
We could do a whole
What's our word for it?
Predetermined.
Predetermined NFL. See, NBA's not that way, even though you have it's not predetermined. You have a bunch of fucking people that smoke a lot of weed, fuck hoes, and they get lazy. But you got to know what game to pick and choose from. But the NBA players still go out there and get it done. They're not throwing up special signs and missing the rim all intentionally at the end of the game, dude. Sorry.
Well, speaking of scoring, the league-wide scoring average was 112.3. This would be the highest in a season since 1970-71 season when it was 112.4, which is basically the same.
Yeah, when motherfuckers like Wilt were scoring 100 points in a game by himself.
Yeah. Of the 30 NBA teams, 19 of them, Steve, are averaging 110 points or more this season. 19 out of 30 teams are averaging 110 points.
I need to prove a point with you real quick.
6 did that last year. Only 6 teams out of 24. 6 out of 30 last year averaged 110 or more. This year, so far, it's 19 out of 30 averaging 110 or more.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
What are you betting first, NBA or NFL?
NBA.
What would be the percentage?
And I gotta,
for the fans.
And I got to tell you,
100%. What percent?
If I got to, I mean, that's extremely strange for me to say that because you know I hate the NBA.
That's my point.
I'm not a big fan of the NBA.
It just shows that you're a sports bettor that knows about the NFL.
When it comes to betting the NBA, it comes to making money, NBA or NFL, I'm going to absolutely admit that there's better opportunity in the NBA than the NFL.
Agreed.
The NFL just cannot be fucking trusted right now, Steve.
You hit it right. It can't be trusted.
Which is why our dog of the fucking week is going to bark loud and clear on Sunday.
Guys, if you don't take advantage of his promotion and you don't call one fucking time, like I said, if we don't get 10,000 of our 10,200 subscribers calling, I've only asked you to do this once. I'm guaranteeing the game. You're guaranteed to win or getting the rest of college, which means you'll make stupid money off $200 fucking dollars. Mm-hmm. I'm not looking to give nothing out for free, so best believe that game's going to bottom line, get the job done.
College football game of the year this Saturday, $200 for the game, and you're going to get Friday night's Mountain West Conference game between Boise and Fresno thrown in to help pad your bankroll, and the dog of the week in the NFL that probably will just jump up and win outright, according to what we know about that game.
Let's do
all 3 games, $200. It's a slam dunk.
Let's do a little NBA against the spread over-unders. Like I said, you want to know what over-under I'm playing? Call the number, take advantage of his promotion.
Right.
Because we do a sports show, and that's our job to deliver stats that nobody else can, that's what we're going to do. Portland, write this down, guys. 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games.
That's making money. That's making money.
Also, 5-1 to the under in the last 6 games.
Wow, so Portland's been covering in low-scoring games.
Correct. Chicago, 5 straight covers, ladies and gentlemen. Did you ever think the Bulls would cover 5 straight?
Bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
Now remember what we're doing right now, guys. We're giving you some trends. We're giving you facts. This isn't fantasy.
These are teams that are making a bunch of money against the fucking spread, period.
This isn't fantasy sports. This isn't the Wizard of Oz. This isn't Disneyland. It's not shit we're making up. These are fucking facts about things that are happening in the NBA right now.
Games to bet on.
Right.
Not to talk about or with your heart. Games that people are making a bunch of fucking money on. Chicago, 5 straight covers. Miami Heat, 6 straight overs. Overs. Look for Miami Heat to go over. 7-2 to the over in its last 9 games.
High-scoring games, Miami Heat.
And coming from Miami, that's fucking insane.
Toronto.
A team last year that averaged maybe 100.
Another team's going over.
I don't even think they averaged 100 last year.
Another team just keeps going over and over and over. Toronto Raptors.
Yeah. Shout out to DC Sports out there. Dino in the motherfucking casino in Toronto. 8-3 to the over. Shout out to all our Canadians out there, eh?
Hey.
Where the fuck are you, eh?
Hey, where
Give
you
us
at?
a call. Let's get some money. Smoke some of the Canadian cigarettes.
Come on, let's go whack Bet 365 this weekend.
Fucking Crown Royal, fucking, what's it called? Harvest?
Yeah, Harvest.
No.
Harvest Rye.
The Rye Harvest. Forget about it. The award winner out there in Canada, eh?
Hey, forget about it. Hey.
Hey.
Hey, all you Canadian. Hey, you bacon-eating motherfuckers. Give me a call, man.
Bacon,
Hey.
cigarette smoking, Crown Royal drinking motherfuckers. Was I talking about you or the fucking Canadian? Was I talking about us or the Canadians?
Hey, the skipper loves his
You
bacon.
know we love Canadians and we love to drink,
Hey,
smoke.
the skipper likes his cigarettes. He likes his fucking Crown Royal, and he likes his bacon too, brother.
You're motherfucking right, he does. Alan, you've been making plenty
I've been
of
making
it, my
a
friend.
lot of fucking bacon lately.
Anyone in the industry out there made 20,
nobody's making what I'm
23
making.
G's last week
Nobody's-
in your pocket.
nobody's making what I'm
rolled
making.
A little under 50, let me know. Toronto 8-3. Kenny, he's literally made more last week than you've made in 2 months.
Easily.
Toronto 8-3 to the over, 5-1 to the over at home. Let's do a little NHL for our people.
Shout out to those Canadian guys again. If you give me a call this weekend, I will fucking absolutely whack Bet 365. I will destroy them.
I'll put a hockey stick right up their fucking ass.
Give me a call. Give me a call. Bet 365 will take an ass whooping. If you're in Canada, give me a call. Let's make some fucking money this weekend.
As cold as you guys are out there right now, let us warm you up a little bit with some of this fucking money to wrap around you.
Yeah, I'll put your bookie's ass on fire.
Goddamn right. You have a money blanket you'll be sleeping in. Ottawa, 11-2 to the over. Guys, write this down in hockey. I've said this since the season started.
Wow.
Skip, I said there's more money in hockey to be made in the totals than anything else. Have I not said that?
You've been preaching it for a month.
Let me give you the reason why now, ladies and gentlemen. Ottawa, 11-2 with 2 pushes. You ain't got to count the 2 pushes. They're 11-2 to the over.
Yep. Last 15 games, 11 overs, 2 unders.
Philadelphia.
And 2 ties. Oh,
Philadelphia Flyers.
My South Street fucking bullies.
11-4 to the over.
Broad Street bullies. Last 15 games, 11 of them have gone over at Philadelphia Flyer land.
Here's the bottom fucking line. These are the 4 teams that are killing it in
gold
hockey
mine.
to the over.
Listen, this is something these guys don't even pay attention to.
No shit.
Very few
They're
people.
looking to bet a team that they got interest in their heart in rather than a team that'll make them money.
Very few people are out there making money on their own in the NHL. Everybody loves watching football, and they love to bet football because they like to watch it on TV. They like to watch college basketball. There's so much money in hockey that you're sleeping on.
You show me a motherfucker that has the over in Toronto, Calgary on their ticket, and I'll show you a fucking liar.
If you're betting the Toronto Raptors over and the Toronto Maple Leafs over, you're making a fortune.
No, well, I'd be careful with that. Now, here's the teams to the over.
No, you're right. The Toronto Toronto Maple Leafs are unders.
But we were talking about overs first. Calgary, 7-0 to the overs at home, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
7-0 at home to the over.
So when Calgary...
Doesn't take common sense and logic to realize you want to bet them over at home.
Calgary's playing at home, 7-0 to the over. Are you kidding me?
Over period, Washington 9-2, Philly 11-4, Ottawa 11-2. What Skip was talking about, what we meant, Toronto.
Under.
11-4 to the under in its last 15 games.
Maple
That's
Leafs.
fucking amazing.
Maple Leafs. The Toronto Raptors, overs.
Correct.
The Toronto Maple Leafs, unders.
Boston Bruins, 10-4 to the under in the last 14 games.
Good defense, good goalie.
So if you look the entire season overall, NHL's trending to the over. There's 4 teams right now that are hot to the over: Calgary, Washington, Philly, Ottawa. But there are 2 teams that trend to the under: Toronto, Boston. Let's do some NFL stats brought to you by our boys over there at paperhead.com.
We already did the paperhead. We'll go to the other one. I fucked you up a little bit there.
What do you mean? You did a remix?
I jumped around a little
Well, it
bit.
doesn't really matter. We got sponsors all day. Why
We
don't
got
go into our
sponsors
boys
all
over
day,
there at
every day.
BetOnline.ag.
Let's
How's
do
that
that.
make you sound?
There you go.
BetOnline.ag is one of the web's most popular betting destinations, and there's not a better time of the year to place your action in NFL, college, football, regular season.
We already went over that. There's so much going on right now, and if you need a place to go, where do they go?
BetOnline, NBA regular season and the baseball postseason. It doesn't get any better than this. With its management team together since 1991, BetOnline.ag offers wagering on nearly every sport and event possible. Once you're in action, you'll see firsthand why BetOnline.ag has an A+ rating, including the earliest opening odds in the industry, the best live betting software in the business, and most importantly, fast payouts. Sign up for a new account using the promotional code STEVE and get a 50% bonus off your first deposit up to $1,000.
So they put $1,000 in. You'll get a 50% bonus at betonline.ag if you put the word Steve in there under the promo code.
That is correct. And
Free money.
more importantly, buddy, the best live software, best live betting software in the business, and most importantly, fast payouts. Sign up for a new account using the promotional code STEVE, 50% off your first bonus like I just said. That's the promotional code STEVE on any new account sign up. BetOnline.ag, because you can, Big
Yes,
Skipper.
you can. Yes, you can.
You can and you fucking will from last time I checked. Huh?
Let's recap what we said 3 weeks ago about the New England Patriots. What did you say? You said, man, watch out because New England's getting hot.
Well, here's
They're getting
exactly
real
what
hot.
I said. Well, I said hot as a pistol, hot as fish grease is exactly what I said. Patriots and Tom Brady won again against the spread, 31-17 over Green Bay.
And
you guys asked
discount
yourself,
double check my nuts.
well, you guys just asked yourself who was the better quarterback. Skip and I both told you Tom Brady. I think we all got the answer after that game right there. I love Rodgers. He's a superstar. When you put him next to Brady, he's just got a little smaller of a cock. He's just not as super strong as Brady is. Real fucking simple. And like I said, I'm not even from Boston. I'm just a football fan. Real
Boston?
fucking simple. No, we're not in the car in the bar.
New
Shout
England.
out to Mark Wahlberg out there.
New England is now 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games. 3 straight covers in a row. Now listen to this, people. New England is tied with the Saints, another team we told you was getting fucking hot. New England is tied with the Saints for the second most wins against the spread this year. They've got 6 covers.
Yeah.
Both teams have covered 6 times.
Yes, they have.
Second hottest teams against the spread, New England and New Orleans. The number 1 team, as you know, Kansas City. Covered every game but 1 this year.
That is a fact. Where's the Rams for people's wondering because they got their first loss against the spread?
No,
They're
not so
70
good.
plus.
No, against the spread, they got their first loss, but against the spread, they have not been too good.
Well, what do they got? 3 losses against the spread, something like that?
Not something. I'm not really sure. I got to look. I think they're actually like 1-4 against the spread their last 5 games. If I'm not
Pats
mistaken.
are -6 at Tennessee on Sunday. Tennessee owned the struggling Cowboys last week in Dallas on Monday night, but I don't know if that's saying a lot.
Patriots had a big game at home against discount double check my nuts and Green Bay. They beat them. Now they got to go out on the road. Patriots have covered 3 in a row, and yes, they've covered 6 games this season.
You don't take
Now-
Patriots -6. You just don't know what
Now
sports
they're
betting
going
is.
out on the road -6 into Tennessee after Tennessee just whooped up on fucking Dallas
I
Monday
wouldn't
night.
give a fuck if Tennessee just beat Kansas City the game last week. It doesn't fucking matter to me. They're not that good. Real fucking simple.
Speaking of the Saints are on fire, Steve.
They're hot as a fucking pistol. Yeah, New Orleans won and covered again
Yes, they
against
did.
the previously undefeated Rams, which we just discussed.
That was a great game.
in a fucking shootout.
Absolute fucking shootout, up and down the field.
45-35. Saints now with 6 straight covers. So
Wow.
they are the hottest team in the league, like you said, covering against the spread, besides Kansas City.
New Orleans is also on the road, just like the Patriots this week. New Orleans has to go into Cincinnati on Sunday, and New Orleans is -5 against those Bungles up there in Cincinnati.
If you can't if you can't respect my man enough with a 5-point spread, Drew Brees is, to me, a superstar. Yeah. Like I said, he's making history every game he plays. I hope people remember that.
So you got Breeze -5 on the road in Cincinnati. They've been a covering maniac.
Who's looking to make
covered
history
6
in
straight
every
games.
game. You know he's trying to drive that record up as high as he can because he knows he only's got a year or so left.
And you got Brady on the road in Tennessee laying 6. Looks like a couple trap numbers to me, but we'll see.
Definitely a fucking trap.
We'll
Call
see. We'll see.
Hey, Some guy, Steve said to take the Patriots. No, call my fucking office.
Yeah.
I'll tell you who I'm taking in the game.
Yeah,
Spend some money.
When you become a member and you call in this weekend for the college football game of the year on Saturday,
Well, we know what our members made.
yeah, you can stop guessing, you can stop throwing darts, and we'll actually tell you where our money is, where we're putting our money.
You know what page we're on?
Where our clients' money is. Stop trying to guess. It's a lousy $200.
right.
You're going to get that Mountain West Conference game on Friday night, the college game of the year on Saturday, which he's guarantees going to fucking win, or you're going to get the rest of the regular college season for free. Are you out of your mind? Give me a call. Let's go kill your bookie this weekend. Let's destroy every bookie in the nation.
We said Seattle is 5-1 to the under in its last 6 games.
Yeah, we did.
Results, Seattle is now 6-1 to the under in its last 7 games. So the guy out there that was looking for all those totals in college, maybe you should have spoke up on this right here.
Everything we said in the NFL
Don't
last week.
play yourself, dude. If you're going to say something, be sharp on the tongue to know what you're talking about.
Every single thing we talked
We're
about
big boys over here, player.
Every single thing we talked about on the podcast last week in the NFL came in.
Shout out to
Every
the guys
single
on
thing.
Instagram and YouTube that do videos that don't even live in Las Vegas. Talking about they got 50 grand on a game and don't even bet.
Seattle 5-1 to the under in its last 6 games. We told you last podcast. They're now 6-1 to the under in their last 7 games. Seattle fell at home to San Diego, just like I said they would.
Well, I said the week before, you know, their stat at
That's
home.
another thing. I told you fucking Seattle was in trouble because the Chargers are coming in this weekend.
And I said it too. And someone even made a comment about them being 9-0 at home and against the
well,
spread.
Russell Wilson
No,
was...
I knew that they wouldn't win against at home.
Russell Wilson was undefeated at home against AFC teams.
Correct.
Until last Sunday.
Yeah.
I told you the Chargers would go in there and whoop their ass. You asked me why I had a hot dick for the Chargers. I told you why, Dan Fouts. And sure enough, just another thing I said last week on the podcast, I said the Chargers would win the fucking game. I said Seattle's in trouble this week.
Did she order those
Sure
Stromboli's?
enough. Sure enough. I mean, come on, man. What else can we do
Did
for
she
you?
order those Stromboli's? I'm fucking starving.
I don't know, brother. Let's keep going so we can get the fuck out of here, get on the phone, and make some people some money.
Relax. This is the time for our people to make money. We got plenty, like you said, your
sorry.
4-hour shift, dude. I mean, you're
sorry.
going to get that in no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, you already put 2 in before.
I've been in this fucking room for over 2 hours, man. I got to get out there.
And you know what?
I'm like Stu. I got to get some fresh air,
And
bro.
you know what? You make a lot of fucking money from
I know,
the
but
sponsors.
no. It is what it is, bro.
No, you say you make a lot of money out there. You also make a lot of money in here. Oh, don't forget, we're the only sports betting show on YouTube that has sponsors. You know, actually a real show. Guy that ain't doing videos in their underwear at home. We actually have 6 sponsors that pay us maybe 6 figures a month.
What should we do? Should we?
Well, no, we should talk about Pittsburgh.
Tell them some
not
more
only do
things
they
that
play
we
tonight,
talked
listen,
about?
we said Pittsburgh has 3 straight covers. Guess what? They're 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games. Pittsburgh's 5-2 to the over this year. But be careful. The Steelers face 3 straight tough defense teams, including Baltimore. Result, the Steelers covered and the game went under in Baltimore 23-16, just like we fucking said it is. Another 2 winners.
We could talk about everything we talked about.
Another 2 winners. We're undefeated in football.
It's ridiculous.
Pittsburgh is hosting a 6-2 Carolina Panthers tonight, as you know.
Everything we said in the NFL on the podcast last week.
Let me just say one more thing we said in NFL just to clown that dude one more time.
It's getting old.
Tampa Bay. We said the Bucs are 7-1 to the over this season. Guess what the result was? Tampa Bay went over again, giving up 42 points in Carolina and move 8-1 to the over. The Bucs host Washington on Sunday. The total's 51. Look to bend her over one more time.
Let's talk about some college football teams, the top college football teams against the spread. And before we do that,
well, we already talked about it. We talked about we gave you Alabama to the under. We said it in the beginning of the show. Absolute blowout winner to the under, my friend.
Top college football teams against the spread.
Let's do it.
Washington State, who's on a bye, is 8-1. UAB 8-1. They covered again last week.
Guys, write down the top teams against the spread. These are teams that, if you bet money on, are paying you.
Don't write them down. The only thing
write them fucking down.
The only thing you got to write down is 877-220-6540. That's the only thing you got to do. Write it down.
Or listen to everything we say throughout the podcast, not just pieces.
Write it down, pick up the phone, call that number, get the college football game of the year this Saturday. It's fucking guaranteed. I don't know what else I could fucking do.
Washington State is on a bye. UAB's 8-1 covering against the spread. Fresno State 8-1.
They covered again.
Utah State 8-1.
They covered again.
Buffalo 8-2. Georgia Southern 7-2.
They lost.
Virginia 7-2.
Yeah, they didn't cover last
Alabama covered.
Covered again.
Under in Alabama. Under covered. Got to be careful, guys. Let's preview one fucking game in college that I think is going to be very, very big, if you don't mind.
I don't mind.
Number 2, Clemson, -20 at number 17, Boston College. The line is 58. Let's talk about the line movement, okay?
Clemson has just been fucking annihilating people.
Well, the Tigers opened up 17.5-point favorites. Last year, Clemson won this matchup 34-7, but Boston College held on for the cover as a 34-point dog.
Right. Clemson blew Boston College out by 27 last year, but they were laying 34.
But yet they're blowing people out just as bad this year with a 17.5 spread. You want to talk about that?
Clemson is 7-0 straight up in its last 7 games against Boston College.
They haven't been beat.
Clemson is 4-0 against the spread in its last 4 games.
So they pounded
as
them
we
7
just
straight,
mentioned.
but 4-3 against the spread.
The total has gone over in Clemson's last 4 games on the road. Clemson's last 4 road games have been over. There you go. So what are you going to do? Go bet $2,000 on that? Or are you going to fucking call me and bet $2,000 on the college football game of the year? You tell me.
Like I said, Clemson 7-0 straight up versus Boston College. 4-3 against the spread. So a little bit above 500 as far as covering the spread. You got to know to pick your spots. Are we taking them first half? Are we betting the total? There's a lot of options. Anyway, guys, NFL, like I said, was brought to you by our boys over there at mybookie.ag. We all know that watching sports is fun, but it's a hell of a lot more fun and entertaining when you got action on the fucking games. Don't you agree, Skip?
Amen.
Well, you heard me talking about mybookie.ag for weeks now, and it's one bet you'll be happy with the whole year long. Get your action in this weekend's marquee matchups in pro and college football. Celebrate the start of college basketball and cash in on the NBA and NHL regular season with mybookie.ag. Created by online gaming pioneers since 2012, MyBookie vows to improve the sports betting experience where so many brands have failed, year in and year out. MyBookie.ag has delivered on its promise an excellent customer service and fast and easy payouts. After all, if you're going to bet, you want to get paid quick, not no fucking 6-week payout bullshit.
Right.
With in-game live betting and the most rewarding player perks in the business, MyBookie is the place to put in all of your action. And backed by popular demand, MyBookie.ag is offering a 50% deposit bonus on all new accounts to jumpstart your bankroll. Log on to MyBookie.ag today and use the promotional code Las Vegas, all one word, Las Vegas, to collect on the industry's biggest bonus incentive. And make sure you follow BetMyBookie on Twitter and Instagram to get the latest odds and props as they are posted. Whether you're an expert or a rookie, you should be betting at mybookie.ag. And remember, who you're betting on is just as important as who you're betting with.
Amen. Mybookie.ag.
Like I said, we went over a lot of NFL. We went over the stuff that we talked about.
No more recap. Let's just preview that Saints Cincinnati game. What do you say?
Yeah, let's do it.
Saints -4 this week at Cincinnati. I believe the line might be up to 5 now. Saints -4 in Cincinnati. Totals right around 54. The Saints, like I said, anywhere between 4 and 5, depending on where you're shopping. The total was 55.5 early in the week. Believe it or not, it's come down 1.5 points.
As you said, Rams are just 1-3-1 against the spread in their last 5 games. They haven't been doing too good. So the answer to my question was 3, just like I thought. Saints are 11-3 straight up. But guess what, guys? 12-2 against the spread. They're hot as fucking Vegas concrete in the summer, ladies and gentlemen. In their last 14 games at home after consecutive road games, 12-2 against the spread in their last 14 games at home after consecutive road games. Result, Saints covered 45-35 on that Ram game.
Cincinnati is without star receiver this week, A.J. Green. in that Saint-Cincinnati game.
He's going to miss at least, what, like the next 2 or 3 games, they say?
His fucking toe hurts.
Oh, his toe hurts? These guys break a fingernail these days, and they're out for fucking 2 games. It's fucking ridiculous.
Be careful in this game, guys. The Bengals are happy to be at home, believe me, because when they're at home as an underdog, they're 9-1-1 against the spread. The last 11 times they've been a home underdog, 9 of those games they covered, one push and only 1 loss. Out of the last 11 times Cincinnati's been a home underdog, they've only not got you the money 1 time. So be careful with that Saints game this weekend.
Well, the Bengals are 1-3 straight up and against the spread in their last 4 games after a bye.
Correct.
So,
however, they're very good as home underdogs.
well, okay. Well, let's just talk about the total. Both teams give up a lot of points.
Yeah.
Cincy's given up almost 30 fucking points per game.
Yeah.
New Orleans, they give up 27.3 points per game.
That's their weak link, their defense.
So, guys, on an average, if both teams just give up their average points per game, you're looking at 57 fucking points.
Right, and the total's at 54.5.
So there you go right there.
Pretty close.
Yeah, it's real close. I would be more worried about Cincy scoring in this game than New Orleans.
I would.
So if you're betting the over, you're going to be more worried about Cincy bringing you the points. And in your case, if you feel that Cincy can run with them throughout the game as an underdog at home, who knows?
I'm just saying they're 9-1-1 against the spread as home underdogs. Maybe that's the dog of the week. Maybe it's not.
Ooh,
give me a call.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Give me a call and you'll find out. That's just a trend, not necessarily where we're putting our money.
Since we're talking about points per game, a lot of fucking. Let's talk about the top 5 teams this year, points allowed, because seems like teams are letting people score on them more than ever.
A lot of scoring in the NFL, a lot of scoring in the NBA.
Yeah, and Tampa Bay, 35 points per game allowed.
These are horrible defenses right now.
No, the worst.
The top 6 horrible defenses.
Oakland, shout out to Oakland out there. Gruden, I hope to God that what we see is what you're really doing. Because if you get out here in 2 years and you don't perform, these motherfuckers are going to kill you, and you're going to be labeled as one of the worst head coaches of all time. Now, I'm staying positive, thinking that you're making moves and we're going to be superstar team, but if you fail, you're fucked. Vegas will not support you. Now, I hope to God that the moves you make are right, and we do support you, and the Raiders turn out to be superstar team out here in Vegas. But, boy, you are sure putting your ass on the line for this one, huh, Skip?
Tampa Bay giving up 35 points a game. Oakland giving up 32 points a game.
Cincy, we just said, 29.6.
Yep,
30 points.
30 points a game.
Atlanta 29, 28, 30 points. Cleveland and the Saints, 28 fucking points. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of points scored in the NBA right now. There's a lot of fucking points being scored in NFL. It's all about how you pick your spots. Sports betting has nothing to do with betting with your heart or what college you went to or what you like or a team that you followed.
What you're watching on TV today.
The number one thing that fucking cringes my ass cheeks is when I ask somebody, how much do you normally bet a game? Nickel, dime a game? They say, well, it depends. Depends on what? You don't know nothing. And for you to bet different amounts on different games shows that you need a lot of help in sports betting. The first thing that you need to learn about this business and what the formula for success is money management and discipline. Betting 1 game a day, not every day, but more importantly, betting the same amount of money on every game. If you bet 3 games and you bet $100 on one, $700 because you really like the Trojans, and $600 on the other, if all you win is that $100 game, you're fucked in the ass. Rather than if you just bet a nickel on all 3, you go 1 and 2, you lose 1 unit, you live to see another day. There's a lot of people out there, amateur sports bettors, more importantly, experienced sports bettors that have been betting for years that think they know what they're doing, that are just paying the bookies week in and week out. Aren't you tired of giving the bookie your fucking hard-earned money? Aren't you tired of paying that motherfucker at the end of the week? Well, if you are tired of paying the bookie, and you're tired of hearing all the bullshit, and you're tired of getting emailed losers, and you're tired of getting text message losers, come join the winning fucking team. Take advantage of Skip's promotion today. I'm putting the single largest bet I've made on a college football all year long. You deserve to be a part of this winning fucking team. You deserve to be on the money train. Either jump on the train or get ran the fuck over. But one thing about me is I will fight I will get in the game and put a uniform on and do whatever it takes to get the goddamn money. When you roll with me, you're rolling with a winner. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, in order for somebody to imitate success, someone has to be successful. I'm okay with people imitating me, but just make sure if you're going to imitate me, you do it to the fullest extent. I don't want you giving it half-ass. Everybody out there can accomplish anything they want in life. I'm going to give a sales tip real quick. People ask us on the streets all the fucking time. I'm in sales. I can't get people on the phone. They're hanging up on me. You know, sports business that I'm in, I'm doing Master Closer 101 right now, how to be the best salesman in the world. People always ask me, you know, the intro in sports is one of the hardest fucking intros in the business because these people are mad at you. They're like, fuck you. What are you calling me for? This, that, and the other. People ask me, how do you get in the door? Well, first of all, there's always a sale within the sale. What I mean is, it's a sale just to get someone to listen to you before you start your sales pitch. So a couple key things, like I'll tell you, Skip might be able to weigh in the very beginning of your phone call, if you're having troubles with your pitch, first of all, you don't want to sound like a robot. You don't want to sound like a fucking, I got a game for you today, you see, or I got a brand new car I want to sell you. You don't want to sound like a fucking circus guy either. You want to act like you know the client. So first of all, you want to put your voice fluctuation into it like you know him. Hey, Skip, it's Steve, VIP. How are you, bud? So you want to act like you know the guy, number one. But I'm going to give you two things that'll get you in the door if you're having trouble at your sales job as a telemarketer. First thing you want to tell somebody, this is so-and-so from this company. Give me 2 minutes of your time. If you don't like what I have to say, we'll simply hang up and part as friends. Fair enough? You might get a good response out of people that way. Another thing that you can say if you're having a trouble getting people to listen to you. Hello, Joe. This is Steve from ABC Company. Want to let you know right off the bat, didn't call to insult your intelligence or waste your time. I know you get enough of those phone calls already. I called you for an opportunity of a lifetime. Remember, none of these people wake up in the morning expecting to buy your product. So if you're going to call somebody and you're going to sell somebody, you better make a real good fucking reason why you're going to call them. You want to let them know that you got an opportunity that's going to knock their fucking socks off. Something that's going to better their life. Something that's going to make them healthier. Something that's going to make them more money. Get somebody to listen to you, relate to them as a friend. Once they listen, you can get your sales pitch off and you can become a master fucking closer. Take it from me, the best in the fucking world. VIP Sports, myself, our family, myself, the Big Skip, Paparazzi, we love you. It's coming to the end of the football season. Guys, don't let the players and coaches be the only ones that get paid. You deserve the finer things in life, and I'm going to help you get them. 877-220-6540. I want everybody to take advantage of Skip's promotion, and I would tell you good luck, but you don't need it. I'll see you in the winner's circle, my friend. Fair enough?
It's Steve Stevens, I bust your bookie head open. Split it to the white meat, I ain't joking. Me and Dirt Bomb in the ghost float. Straight OG like that kush I be smoking. It's way too potent for rookies to come hit it. A little white girl around, I might sniff it. Poppin' bub in the club, so twisted. My pops keeps telling me to go get it. So I'm at the sports book, betting big on the Clippers. I'm talking about 5 figures, I need a few shots of liquor. Might need another zipper if the bomb play me. Fuck around and put a $500,000 on Tom Brady. When it comes to betting sports, Steve Stevens a beast. Need a certified winner called VIP Sports. Got too many felonies to ride around with my Glock, so sure to keep it since I got shot in Vegas like pie.